Welcome to the 2021 Foothill College Umoja Harambe Rite of Passage Ceremony, an end-of-the-year celebration honoring Black student achievement, graduation, and transfer. Today, we celebrate our students as we know they will be the change makers of tomorrow. To our honorees, friends, family, and the entire Foothill community, take your place as we begin our virtual drum procession featuring Fontanetta Coleman, Dokisha Meacham, and Malcolm Halcrum.
The drum is the heartbeat of our people. It has been with us every step of the way, guiding us from bondage, becoming the pulse in which we mourn the loss of our loved ones, encouraging us, reminding us of our kings and queens from generations past. And on a day like today, in the spirit of Umoja, unity, and Harambe pulling us together, the drum will serve as the backbeat of this celebration to honor students of African ancestry who are advancing in their academic journeys. Today, we dedicate a virtual drum procession in celebration of our greatest accomplishments.
Keeping with tradition, the African American Network will open the ceremony with an offering to the ancestors through libation.
During the libation, we honor the wisdom, love, and legacy of our ancestors and esteemed living elders.
At its heart, we invite the ancestors and their wisdom to guide us as we celebrate the result of their sacrifices.
During a libation, we pour water into live earth as a gesture of appreciation.
Since our bodies are mostly water and water covers most of the earth, we use water to symbolize the purity and the sanctity of life.
Earth represents where we come from and where we eventually return. A living plant symbolizes life and our ties to the earth.
If a libation is held outdoors, the liquid is poured directly on the earth. If indoors, we pour liquid into a live plant.
Many of us don't know where our ancestors are from or who they are, but we do know that our ancestors persevered through the barbed wire of anti-Black racism and created a way out of no way for us to live these modern lives that are often beyond our ancestors' wildest dreams.
We feel a sense of gratitude for the sacrifices of our ancestors, and a libation ceremony is our way to amplify the greatness of our ancestors, our people.
As we honor our ancestors, we call out their names and we affirm them by speaking Ashe. Ashe is a word of affirmation or agreement, meaning so will it be, and give thanks.
As we begin to acknowledge our ancestors, we would like to start by calling out some of our Foothill family that we have lost over the years. Dr. Jean Thomas, Ashe.
Ashe.
Dr. Satterfield, Ashe.
Ashe.
Perlisa Hamp, Ashe.
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 Now we invite you all to call out the names of your loved ones and leaders who are no longer here with us. Ashe.
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 And now, let's have a moment of silence to honor the lives we've lost due to acts of police brutality. Ashe.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat had not our weary feet come to our place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered, out of the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star has cast. God of our wearies, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path, we pray, lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee, lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. And now, She's an Umoja Scholar alumna, a communications major, former BSU president, and has held several intern and leadership positions at Foothill. He's a member of the Student Coalition of Racial Equity, serves as a student ambassador, and will transfer this fall to UC Berkeley, majoring in media studies. Please welcome our co-MCs, Kayrana Harmon and Jimmy Hawkins.
Welcome everyone tonight to the 2021 Harambe Umoja graduation celebration. My name is Jimmy. I'm a transferring communications major at Foothill, and I'll be co-emceeing this event tonight with my fellow MC, Kayrana, who I'll let introduce herself.
Welcome everybody to this amazing celebration. Yes, my name is Kayrana Harmon. Me and Jimmy will be your co-hosts, co-MCs this evening, and we're super excited to just give thanks and honor everyone's accomplishments this year. So let's go ahead and start off by giving thanks to our drummers, Spontanetta Coleman, Dokisha Meacham, Malcolm Hallcrum, and Baba Kofi Wayusijana for the narration. Also, thank you to the African American Network for the opening and the evening by acknowledging the ancestors and remembering our loved ones, as well as April Henderson for the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. We welcome all of you who are joining us tonight, the student honorees, their friends, their families. We also welcome the Foothill De Anza community, President Twee, Chancellor Minor, the Board of Trustees, the Foothill Foundation, and all of the faculty and staff attending tonight who will be watching the recording later.
We have a great event planned for you all tonight with guest speakers and performances in celebration of our honored students, those that are graduating and or transferring from Foothill College, as well as those students that have completed the first year of the Umoja program.
Yes. Very exciting things, everybody. So this year's theme for our celebration honors change makers in the Black community. Over the past year, the unrelenting examples of police brutality and racial discrimination combined with a global pandemic, magnifying the inequities that exist for Black people the world over. Nevertheless, Black people continue to persist, turning tragedy into triumph and using the moment to push for reform and push back against racism.
That reform is also happening locally within our own Foothill community as Black student leaders organize to improve their educational experiences. Black students at Foothill College are incredible leaders in their communities, on the playing field, and inside of their classrooms. We are confident that you all have the skills, the gifts, and the talent to make an impact on the world after leaving Foothill.
Yes. So tonight's program is brought to you by the Foothill Umoja community, the African American Network, the Black Student Union, ASFC, the Office of Equity and Inclusion, and the Office of the President. Without their support, this event wouldn't be possible, so we thank you.
And also to our participants, their families, friends, and the Foothill community, please use the YouTube chat function to participate. We want to see you. I do see some comments right now already shouting me and Kayrana out, so thank you so much. You can also send out hashtags, #IamFoothill and #BlackGrads.
Yep, so we see you, we see everyone. I see Maremi in the chat, I saw Simon, lots of people, lots of love, support. We know this is online, but we have no limitations. Okay, so we're here with the Umoja spirit. We're here as much as we can be. So we're definitely gonna do our best to read the comments as they come in on the screen. We are able to see them. So moving forward, our college president has been a big supporter and in advocating for the success of Black students and has been working to center equity in everything we do at Foothill. So it's my honor to please welcome our college president, Thuy Nguyen.
Greetings, my name is Thuy Nguyen, president of Foothill College. I'm standing in front of the village. Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring. Thank you so much. You, Black graduates, you have created a village for our college, creating a village where you're lifting each other's voices, you're lifting the voices of students who've not been heard. I thank you. You have made an incredible difference at our college, and I congratulate you for seeing it through and being able to graduate this year. I want to send a special congratulations to the students of Umoja. Umoja, unity. You came together. You supported each other. You supported the college. Thank you for everything you've done. And congratulations for finishing the Umoja program.
Thank you, President Thuy, as always, for your encouraging words. Next, we will be hearing from tonight's student speaker, Moremi Mabagunje.
And yes, Miss Moremi, quick little story. I was honored to meet Moremi, I believe the first time was at a BSU meeting. I was in the Umoja program and she wasn't at the time. And I remember we became friends off of Instagram and I wanted to do a bonding event. So DM'd her, ended up picking her up, and we just did, I think there was like maybe a group of like 5 of us that came to my house. And long story short, there's been a lot of moments I've been grateful for in our journey together, being at church together, and transitioning to her even hosting, bringing people into her home during the summer for leadership for BSU. So I'm honored and privileged to introduce everyone to Moremi today and witness her growth and her heart as she speaks today. A little background about Moremi, a graduate of the King's Academy High School. She's a communications study major, a founding member of CORE, Student Coalition on Racial Equity, a leader in the Black Student Union Club at Foothill, a Foothill College Humanities Mellon Scholar, and is transferring to the University of San Francisco. Moremi exemplifies that change maker spirit. Without further ado, please welcome Moremi.
Introducing Class of 2021 speaker for the evening, Moremi Mabagunje.
Hi, and congratulations to the Black graduates of the Foothill class of 2021. We made it, y'all. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Moremi Mabagunje, and I will be graduating with a communications degree and transferring to the University of San Francisco. My time at Foothill has been incredible. There are just not enough words or time in this speech to explain how much of an impact this school and the people have made on me. I had the privilege of leading the Black Student Union Club for the past 2 years and getting to work with my amazing student board and faculty and advisors, Kamara, Andre, Baba, and even more, has been one of the most fulfilling aspects of my career here at Foothill. I started in biology, not knowing what I wanted to do, not even knowing if that's what I wanted to do after college. And if it wasn't for the Umoja community, Tracy, Kim, Mr. White, I don't think I would have had the courage to even look for other options and to figure out exactly what I wanted to do after college. So I think we all owe them such a big thank you and appreciation for the ways that they so fearlessly and willingly get involved in our lives, especially at the collegiate level. One of the things that was definitely a highlight of the BSU and of my time at Foothill was being able to see Juneteenth become a district-wide holiday. And so for the 2021-2022 school year, Foothill College and De Anza College are going to have a day of observance for Juneteenth, following or preceding the weekend of June 19th. And seeing that happen on our campus has honestly been the biggest eye-opener to all that we can do as Black students. There's a lot of things that the world will tell us that we have to be, that we need to be, or that we cannot be. But one thing that I've learned from my time at Foothill is that we were created and therefore destined to be great. And there's nothing that should ever stop us from achieving great things. Along with CORE, which is the Student Coalition on Racial Equity, BSU was able to partner with them to see a list of demands met by the school. And some of those are still in progress. But one of the things that we can take away and that we can champion and celebrate as a Black community will be the establishment of Juneteenth as a holiday, as well as the incoming Ethnic Studies department, where they'll be teaching ethnic studies that cover African American studies. And so this is a win, not just for the BSU, but for the entire Black community. And I hope that by seeing what students were able to accomplish this year, future students will know that they too can pioneer things, that they too can go into places that other Black students haven't gone, that they can be student leaders, Black student leaders, and that they can have a major part in pushing their community forward. And so graduates, I hope that as we move on to the next chapter of our lives, wherever you're going, whoever you're gonna become, just know that you carry greatness in you and that you are a pioneer for greatness. I just want to say thank you so much to all the Umoja faculty and staff, to all the rest of the Black staff and faculty that make this Black community at Foothill so amazing. We wouldn't be where we are without you all. Thank you.
It's time to award the Harambe Certificate of Achievement and Draping of the Harambe Stole.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I hope, Maremi, you'll be able to see all the love in the chat and people recognizing and calling out their family members. So big round of applause for Maremi. And yeah, so we're going to move on. And look, President Twee, yeah, just definitely a lot of love and recognition to all the hard work and leadership, stepping up in your role and making your mark on Foothill. So we thank you. We're going to move on in our ceremony to the Harambe presentation. So the Harambe Ceremony has been the official Black graduation for Foothill College since the early 1990s. It was the first cultural end-of-the-year ceremony celebrated on Foothill College campus. This is our opportunity to recognize the academic achievement of students who are of African descent.
Harambe is a key Swahili word which means let's pull together. Historically, the Harambe ceremony has pulled together students, alums, faculty staffs, and administrators, and the surrounding community members for an opportunity to give students a traditional cultural send-off, planting roots and connection to Foothill as they transition to their next academic or career endeavor.
Yes, so during the traditional ceremony in person, each individual student is acknowledged and would be draped with the Harambe stole to wear as a symbol during the graduation for a keepsake to remind them for their accomplishments and today's rite of passage. And I believe Jimmy's wearing it right now if you guys don't know what it looks like. So.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
The Harambe thank you. The Harambe Rite of Passage recognizes students who have earned a certificate, students who are receiving associate's degrees, and students who are transferring to a four-year school to complete their baccalaureate degrees. Many of our honorees will also be transferring to a four-year college or university, in addition to receiving an associate's degree from Foothill. Now, let's recognize our Harambee Grads.
Wait. I think we're getting in the chats. You might need to be our little model right now, Jimmy. You might need to stand up and give them a better view of that
just
soul.
A little bit? Okay.
Yep, a little bit. Just so everyone can see.
Oh.
Got the Sankofa bird on there.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh,
Gorge.
sorry, wrong side.
All right, yes. So please welcome Director of Clinical Education and Respiratory Therapy, Lisa Hills, and Math Professor, Nicole Gray.
Thank you, Kayrana and Jimmy. We are very excited to be here and acknowledge all of our wonderful African and African American graduates. Lisa, did you want to say a few words before we get started?
Welcome, everybody, and I hope you are as excited as I am to be here. This is just so exciting, and we are just so proud of all of you.
Great. Well, let's get started. Abrar Majoub, with a degree in biological sciences and transferring to UC Berkeley.
Adonis Jameson Simmons, certificate in music technology.
Aisha Collins, degree in communications, transferring to CSU East Bay.
Alexis Michelle Early, degree in psychology, Umoja scholar.
Antoine Carey, degree in respiratory therapy.
Yay, Antoine. Yano K. Alane Watanabe, degree in general social science with high honors, certificate in communication, achievement and proficiency, transferring to UAGC.
Charles Martin, degree in Spanish.
Chelsea Stanton Colbert, degree in general studies, social science.
Chip Norton, degree in general studies, social science, Umoja scholar.
Deja Marina Rogers, degree in psychology.
Danielle Marisa Caldwell, degree in early childhood education, child and adolescent development.
Aisha Junili, degree in sociology.
Jimmy Hawkins III, degree in communication, high honors, transferring to UC Berkeley.
Kayla Campbell, certificate in biohealth, diversity and inclusion leadership, Umoja scholar.
Leslie DeAndrea Gates, certificate in digital marketing.
Lily Wilkes, degree in psychology.
Marcus Coleman, degree in communications, undecided on where he's transferring.
Melody Aisha. Okay.
I'll read this one. Makisha
Yeah.
Collins, degree in communications. It's okay. Transferring to CSU East Bay. This is how we know it's a live event.
There we go. Melody Aisha Taylor, degree in psychology.
Moreme Bagonje, degree in Communication Studies, transferring to University of San Francisco, Humanities Mellon Scholar graduate.
Nakima Granger, degree in Sociology.
Pearl Porter, degree in Sociology, transferring to San Jose State.
Raven Hayes, degree in Psychology, transferring to Florida A&M University, Umoja Scholar. Yay, HBCU.
Sandra Clerk, degree in Sociology, transferring to San Jose State.
Shamir Simmons, degree in Communication Studies with high honors, degree in Psychology with high honors, transferring to San Jose State.
Shauna Young, degree in Political Science.
Tajay Julian, degree in Social Justice Studies.
Tavanisha Crum, degree in General Studies, Social Science.
Terry White, degree in Veterinary Technology, Palo Alto Rotary Vocational Scholar.
Tessa Graham, degree in General Studies, Social Science, Social Justice Studies, high honors, transferring to UC Berkeley.
Theodore Pickett, degree in Paramedic.
Kyra Cobbs, degree in Psychology, transferring to UCLA, Business and Social Sciences Excellence Award winner.
Trayshawn Bishop, degree in General Studies, Social Science.
Seguyada Neotsis G, degree in Respiratory Therapy, transferring to CSU East Bay.
Okay, Anna Rossetti, Communications.
Asia Morgan, Sociology.
Austin Smith, Psychology, Umoja Scholar.
Chloe Devon, Sociology.
Dakota Jenkins, General Studies, Social Science.
Donald Wilson, General Studies, Social Science.
Elijah Thomas, Business Administration.
Eloise Brown, General Studies, Social Science.
Francisco Montanez, Certificate of Achievement, Humanities.
Jasmine Charles, Psychology, Umoja Scholar.
Joel Moore, Kinesiology, Umoja Scholar.
Justin Noyd Lastrap, Certificate of Achievement, IGETC CSU.
Levi Hara, Psychology.
Patrick Chappelle, Certificate of Achievement, CPA.
Ruth Mulane, Political Science.
Simba Wobogo, Chemistry, Umoja Scholar.
Tana Perry, Psychology.
Cy Green, Japanese.
and William Simmons, paramedic. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Yay.
So imagine yourselves walking across that stage and getting your certificate in your hands. We are so happy to be able to see all of the work that you've done and all of the achievements that you've accomplished. Congratulations to you all.
Yeah, and this is just so inspirational to me to continue to be out there to support you guys, that we're here for you. So this is really an honor to be able to participate in this ceremony, and it's all just because of you. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations to all of the Harambee honorees. I am so proud to see you. And I see so many familiar faces. I'm so proud of you. So congratulations. I know sometimes it's been rough, but you're here. You made it. It brings me, first of all, let me tell you who I am. My name is April Henderson. I'm the director of EOPS and Care and Foster Youth and Homeless Students programs here at Foothill College. It brings me great joy to introduce our keynote speaker tonight. I met Nikisha when she was a student at Foothill. She was enrolled in the Umfumo program. It was a learning community which was preceded by Umoja. As a pilot, the program asked faculty and staff to sign up to mentor students participating in the program. Although many pairings occurred, I believe Nikisha's and my connection lasted longer than any of the other pairings. I'd like to take credit as her mentor, but in truth, I had so much to learn from her. Watching her work ethic throughout the years, I continue to learn from her. In fact, I stumbled on this small article from the Griot newspaper written about Nikisha. The Griot was a newspaper that Foothill founded many years ago, but this article was written when she was probably around her second year at Foothill. It said, Nikisha is an enthusiastic, positive, and a joy to work with. She takes time to help people and always follows through with her commitments. She's in touch with culture, arts, and leaderships, personal growth, academics, and balances all of her responsibilities with grace. Nikisha held numerous leadership positions while at Foothill, and that includes president of the BSU, Black Student Union, co-chair of Black History Month, the planning committee, and she was an active member of CALSAC, the Black Caucus, where she led many workshops at the statewide level. Today, nothing has changed too much, only amplified. Today, Keisha holds 3 degrees in political science and is a double alumna of America University, where she received her bachelor's degree and master's degree. She strives to present a mindset that focuses on equality and equity, and she is actively involved in community development, particularly as it relates to Haitian advocacy, women's interests and politics, racial reconciliation. There's so many accomplishments she's made since leaving Foothill. I just want to say, without further ado, I welcome Nikisha Seran. Please welcome Foothill College alumna Nikisha Seran.
Greetings from Washington, D.C. I'm so excited to be joining you for today's Umoja Rising Ceremony and Harambe Rite of Passage. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Very exciting for you all to be experiencing this great achievement today. In the spirit of Umoja and centering community, I want to take a moment to pause and recognize the lives lost and those impacted by the tragic shootings in San Jose. Though I am 3,000 miles away, my heart is with the place that I called home for much of my life. There is a Haitian phrase, "Menon pio chai lo." It means with many hands, the burden is light. Today, as we celebrate this great achievement, there are many hands who've made your burden lighter. Your parents, your family, your classmates, your professors, staff, and mentors who have encouraged you along the way to this moment today. Celebrate them and thank them. In this same spirit, I celebrate the many hands who carried the burden with me. Some hopefully familiar names to you: Ms. Natalia Menendez, Ms. Daphne Small, Ms. Erin Clifford Ortiz, Ms. Kimberly Lane, and to those gone too soon, Ms. Jean Thomas, and Ms. Herlisa Hamp. I'd be remiss if I did not take a moment to also celebrate Ms. April Henderson, to whom which I would not have succeeded through Foothill College, and certainly would not be here speaking to you today. In fact, Ms. Henderson was my Umoja mentor, and even years later, she still is someone I can count on and look to time and time again. So now it comes to me speaking to you today, a moment that brings both joy and anxiety. You see, I live for words. Ms. Menendez can testify to that with the many papers that she encouraged us to write in our English classes. And as I sit in this moment, or moments like these, I would see someone speaking, giving a keynote address, and I would say to myself, one day that could be you. And yet, despite the preparation, the days drafting these words, and now sitting in front of you today, I am nervous. I started researching commencement speeches and then went into the rabbit hole of best and worst commencement speeches. And let me tell you, that does not serve as a source of inspiration when you are tasked with writing one. So let's just say that getting here to this moment has been quite a feat. And I imagine you may be feeling similar emotions as I am. Emotions of anticipation, joy, excitement, nervousness, angst, all of those things that make us us. I had to take myself back to what and who I needed to hear when I was in your seats. The reality is the person I needed to hear was me. In the midst of a past transition, a mentor once shared, "What do you want your autobiography to say about you?" It's a thought that has stuck with me as I finished grad school, got my first post-college job, and transitioned into this new role that I'm in now. Why did it resonate? Autobiography. For me, it raises thoughts of ownership, active participation. It means we aren't standing idly by while we dictate what our life was, but we are eagerly noting the chapter of what our life is. So why should I, Nikisha Jean Serran, a small town girl originally from Athens, Ohio, be up here today speaking to you? And what of any importance should I be sharing with you that would inspire, encourage, or motivate you? What could I share to the change makers of this generation to inspire you as you continue to write the autobiographies of your lives? Here's a thought. Keep dreaming big and go after it. I know that may seem cliche, but the truth is the movement towards who we are started with the dream of who we wanted to be. How many of us recall the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Lately, I've been leaning into how do I want to contribute to the world? But it means relatively the same thing. I didn't have to look very far to see that I had already started my autobiography before I even knew what that was. A few years ago, my high school government teacher messaged me a photo of a card I had written him as I was preparing to graduate from high school. Before my days here at Foothill College, where I wrote, "And when I graduate with my master's in political science in 8 years." It took 9 years from that time the card was written, but who was actually counting? I also went back to old class papers. I can't but be the only one who saves them. And in Ms. Menendez's class, we wrote from a prompt that said, write a list of 4 to 7 major roles that you have chosen in your life. Next to each role, write your biggest dreams for that role. A role I noted was the student, and the dream, I want to get my associate's degree to transfer to Spelman College and go on to graduate school at American University, where I want want to get my PhD in political science. I can laugh at the dream of going to Spelman College and of earning my PhD, but the point was I played a part in writing the dream that got me to where I was today. And you are already dreaming big and going after what you desire for your life. The dreams don't stop after you achieve them. Can I let you in on something I don't share with many people, but I'm about to share with you, and it's about to be recorded for posterity. I didn't dream beyond my master's degree. I crossed that stage at American University in 2012, and the dream for me stopped. The next phase of life was a blank canvas, and it scared me. I didn't start allowing myself to dream towards my future until I was beginning my recent job search, where I had to think about what was the next step in my career and how will it add to the story that has already been written about me. And I'm sure that after a year that we have witnessed, where things might not have turned out how we hoped, and witnessing the loss of the magnitude that we have, that it might be hard to dream for something better. Don't stop dreaming. Your dream is what got you here. Your dreaming is what is building off of the foundation of the communities that have walked the quad, sat in the same chairs, had those same classes, participated in similar celebrations, and also fought the good challenges before you. Your dreaming is setting the path for those who will come after you. My dreaming set me on a path to Washington, D.C., where I earned my bachelor's and my master's degree from American University. My dreaming created an alternative break program to Haiti, just following the earthquake in 2010, and encouraged my institution to sign on for extending at least 5 years of alternative breaks from our first one. My dreaming led to serve my institution's staff council chair, which is essentially the staff version of student government. My dreaming led me to serving my community for racial justice and equity. And most importantly, my dreaming led me here to you, sharing my story in the hopes that it inspires you to continue dreaming and do something about it. The road ahead is uncertain, but that's just because life is uncertain. What is certain, though, is that every day you have breath in your lungs is a day that you get to live. It's a day that you get to be the best version of yourself for the good of not only yourself, but those you are called to influence. What is certain is that you get to make each day count and work towards the goal of making your dreams a reality. So I close with this same question my mentor shared with me. What will your autobiography say about you? Mine is still being dreamed and written. Congratulations again to the class of 2021. You did it, and the journey's not done.
Choosing to receive, walking towards the sun as we rise to recognize on a mission to decolonize, welcoming all things positive into our lives, facing fear in its imaginary eyes. There's no room for hate in a room full of beautiful souls. You can find us yelling because we're proud, young and growing, there's no stopping us now. Aware of our battles because we faced our mirrors, identified our demons, our vision is clear. We honor our ancestors, they're our primary guides. When we find ourselves overwhelmed, they show us our light. We're a driving force for change in the classroom. We open our textbooks. One day we will see our last names. We are not waiting for you because we are the change. Joining us to share words of encouragement and inspiration to the Umoja scholars as we prepare to award the Umoja Certificate of Achievement and draping of the Umoja Medallion is our special guest, the Executive Director of the Umoja Community Foundation, Nzinga Duga.
Greetings, Foothill Umoja students, Umoja faculty, staff, counselors, and administrators. My name is Nzinga Duga, and I serve as the Executive Director for the Umoja Community Education Foundation. Umoja and Foothill graduates, congratulations. We are so very proud of you and so honored to share this moment with you. You have committed to your achievement in spite of the added challenges we've had this year. We thank you. You are our greatest inspiration. Students, I want to share something about your theme, change makers. Change is so important to our growth and development as a people, as a nation, and our world. The one thing we know for sure is that change is constant, and we must choose to rise to the occasion, and I understand that you all have done that. You have taken full responsibility to make your campus and our world more equitable by the work you've been doing. Congratulations for walking in the path that our ancestors laid. They are dancing in the heavens. Students, I have a favorite quote that reminds me of today, and it's by James Baldwin. He says, "Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed unless it's faced." Students, you are the change our world needs. Don't stop. Keep pushing. Keep changing and evolving till you reach every dream you desire. This is just the beginning. Congratulations and enjoy your celebration.
All right, everyone, it is about that time for the Umoja presentation of certificates. But first, just a few acknowledgements. First off, thank you to our keynote speaker, Nikisha Saran, for your encouraging words. And just that reminder that everyone needs that we are truly limitless.
Right. At this time, I want to acknowledge, but not also remind everyone watching and the production team to hydrate. We are here for a while. Things are moving pretty fast, even though everything's online. So hydrate if you need to. And just for all the comments, like, wow, and all the speakers, it's an overflow of so much wisdom, love, and just community. Like I'm dreaming, I'm picturing how it would be if we were all in person with all this energy, but I can definitely feel it through the screen with everyone. So I appreciate everyone's presence. Just on a little side note, there's a whole everything full circles. So just thank you to everyone from April, our keynote speaker, being a former BSU president. I'm a former BSU president. We have Maremi, Jimmy's up on there. I think I saw your cousin in the chat, Jimmy. Like, just lots of different family and love going on. And I just wanted to off script give a little acknowledgement and recognition. I saw a former coach, he texted me, he graduated, and he's like, he came to my Black graduation from high school, and now I'm emceeing his graduation. Miss Tajay, she actually was the one who introduced me to join the Umoja program when I first came to Foothill. So just shout out to everybody, and let's talk about our poet. So definitely giving thanks to Miss Jamie. And another quick little story, because I have to. I know Jamie personally very well. Jamie is an Umoja scholar. Me and Jamie actually went to the same middle school, not the same grade, but from middle school, went to different high schools in the same district, and then crossed paths again at Foothill. And I was so excited when she came to the Day on the Hill to join the program. And from then, all I can say is that I'm truly grateful for you, Jamie, for not only the role you played in my life at Foothill. You definitely helped me through a lot. Lots of love, and we definitely became sisters. So I love you, Jamie. Thank you again for sharing your voice and your message with us during this celebration.
Yes, Jamie is definitely an icon, especially in the core group where I know her from as well. So just thank you. And back to Umoja, the presentation of certificates. Umoja is a Kiswahili word meaning unity. The Umoja community at Foothill is a year-long learning community dedicated to enhancing the cultural and educational experiences of African American and other students. The program serves to promote student success through a curriculum focused on the legacy of the African and African American diasporas.
Today's honorees have completed the Umoja program successfully and will be advancing and continuing at Foothill. You may have noticed former Umoja scholars in the Harambee presentation, for it is the intention that our Umoja scholars will be the next Harambee honorees.
And the draping of the Umoja medallion is step 1 in collecting pieces of a student's graduation attire. The medallion is to be worn with their Harambe stole as a part of their graduation regalia.
Yes, I actually have one of those. I don't have it with me, so I was privileged enough to experience this in person. But our practice in person is that the Harambe honorees would drape the medallion over the Umoja scholars as a symbol of passing the torch, as their eyes will be the transition from Foothill with a certificate, degree, and/or transfer. And now we will recognize our Umoja scholars, Umoja presentation.
So please welcome 2 people who I look up to on campus, Umoja counselor Tracy Cunningham and Umoja coordinator and psychology instructor, Dr. Tiffany Rideau.
Oh, I know, right? Aren't they just, I love them. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Kayrana, just bringing the real and sharing those little backstories. I love it. I love it.
Yes, yes. So my name is Tracy Cunningham, and I am the Umoja counselor.
And my name is Dr. Tiffany Rideau, and I am the co-coordinator. And I just have to say, because I teach psychology, loved seeing all the Harambee graduates graduating with degrees in psychology.
Definitely. It's so exciting to celebrate our Umoja scholars, and we're so happy that you could join us in this moment. So now, without further ado, I think we would like to honor our Umoja scholars, the 2020-21 Umoja scholars. And we will start now with Kayla Campbell. Her quote, "The progress of the world will call for the best that all of us have to give." Mary McLeod Bethune. Umoja completion.
And Erica Cheatham, and her quote, "It's only up from here." All right. And completing Umoja, transferring to San Jose State.
Next is Miss Raven Hayes. Her quote, "Can't afford to fail. My ancestors are rooting for me." And she is transferring to Florida A&M University, Umoja completion.
Jaden Houston, "Success is a two-way street with many paths." Umoja completion, right on.
Next, we have Anasia Janelle Rufus. Her quote, "Thank you very much. It has been a great experience." Umoja completion.
Lamine Sano, "You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." Yeah, A.A. Milne. And this is a Umoja completion for Lamine.
Next, we have Stephanie Swazer. Her quote, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Winston S. Churchill. Umoja completion.
And some scholars that we want to recognize: Armani Barnes,
Lavelle Gates,
Ciara Hill,
Jordan Leahy,
Alexander Morel,
Cherise Spears,
Alexander Tuyoko Longa Ho,
Issa Diallo,
Jasiri Harvey,
Edward Kafumo Henry,
Aaliyah Lowe,
Curtis Price,
and Nathan Tillich. Woo-woo! Congratulations, Umoja scholars. Oh my gosh, so amazing.
We are so proud of you. Keep up
Yes,
the
yes.
work.
And we have to also, Kimberly Eskimiam, seeing in the chat, and is also a co-coordinator of Umoja, and I know super proud of all of you all. So thank you, everyone, for your support and Yeah, we want to see all you all next year in Harambe. So folks transferring and going on to do some great things. But in the meantime, so wonderful to support you all through the really challenging year. I don't know for you, it was virtual, it was kind of crazy.
Yes, it has been a very crazy year, but we definitely, once again, you guys have made it through. We look to you for inspiration, and you have earned it. So we are honoring you all tonight. Congratulations again.
Yeah.
All right. And to continue with the tradition of our ceremony, we ask that all of the Harambe and Umoja participants stand wherever you are and read with us the oath for Harambe. The oath of Harambe was written by a former Foothill student, Malcolm Harvey, for the class of 1999. It is a pledge to continuing academic excellence and a commitment to give back to the communities of African ancestry.
Building on tradition, when he was invited as a Foothill alum keynote, speaking before the class of 2009, we adopted the closing he shared and incorporated it into the celebration. We call it the 7 Poles of Harambe. Leading the oath for the Umoja scholars and the Harambe class of 2021 is art history instructor Cynthia Branyall. And leading us in the 7 Poles of Harambe is Foothill alum and now computer science instructor Baba Kofi Weusi-Jana.
To recite the Oath of Harambe and to close out the ceremony with our traditional 7 Pools of Harambe, welcome African American Network members, art history instructor Cynthia Brandval and computer science instructor Baba Kofi Weusi-Jana.
Hello, everyone. I'm so honored to be able to read this oath, and my anxiety has increased just because I've had like 7 cries during this ceremony. I'm just so proud of everybody, and particularly in this year that has had so much strife and hardship. So before I begin to read the Oath of Harambe, I need to take a deep breath, and I'm going to invite all of you to take a deep breath with me so we can really be present for this and take it in. At this very moment, I, Cynthia Brandval, am the reason that my ancestors ever existed. I fully appreciate the many sacrifices that they made to afford me the opportunity that I celebrate today. I will strive for the excellence that is deserving of such an offering. I humbly accept the responsibility that being educated and of African ancestry bring. I will be a tireless advocate for those who are marginalized and oppressed, and a guide who shows others how I arrived and succeeded here. I commit myself to that which is necessary for our collective advancement and ultimate freedom. I will do this with the stylish flair that is uniquely mine, with a hip-hop song on my tongue, in memory of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the perseverance of Nelson Mandela on my mind, with the fearless spirit and determination of Fannie Lou Hamer, joined with the grace and wisdom of Maya Angelou, as the beat of an African drum in my heart and the faith of a loving God in my soul. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Congratulations.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Baba Kofi Weusi-Jana. Harambe is a Kiswahili word we get from Kenya in East Africa. It means let's pull together. We use this word to emphasize the communal spirit of our celebration of Foothill College graduates and transferees of African descent. We are in solidarity with you and know you will be important to the strength of our communities. We will end this celebration with a practice I borrowed from Kwanzaa celebrations, where we say Harambe 7 times. Each time, we raise a left hand and pull it down into a fist, symbolizing our unity. On the 7th final saying of Harambe, and this is the part children love, we try to hold that last syllable of Harambe as long as we can, raising a fist just before our voices give out. So please say 7 Harambe with me as I do a count with my right hand up to 5 and then 2 more, holding the last Harambe as long as possible. Here we go together. Harambe, 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 Harambe,
Thank you so much, Baba Kofi and Cynthia Bronval. Wow. It feels like tradition, doesn't it, Kirana?
Definitely.
Now, one great spectacular thing did happen last year, and well, actually this school year at Foothill. In February 2020, the Associated Students at Foothill College presented a resolution before the FHDA Board of Trustees, Juneteenth Initiative, authored by Moremi Mabogunje and Priya Vasu, 2 icons, I admire them. The resolution called to make Juneteenth a holiday for Foothill De Anza Community College District employees and to have Juneteenth added to the district's calendar of holidays. Since then, yes, round of applause. Since then, the Board of Trustees has passed the resolution. We want to take a moment to recognize the list of the student change makers and participants who led the change.
Definitely, definitely. So we would like to invite everybody to join us for our Juneteenth celebration, hosted by the Foothill College and De Anza College BSUs, Thursday, June 17th at 12:30 p.m. More info, you can check on the Foothill College or De Anza College events pages.
And before we leave this evening, to send us off with inspirational words and the closing remarks for the evening is Foothill College Dean of Counseling, Dr. Roosevelt Charles. Dr. Charles joined Foothill College as a Dean of Counseling in September 2020 in the midst of the COVID pandemic. He has since transitioned seamlessly without ever having worked on the actual campus. He earned his bachelor's and master of public administration degrees from 2 public universities in Louisiana. And as a first-generation college student who grew up in a working-class community with multi-generational families, creating a sense of belonging and learning environments for minority students while ensuring organizational excellence and student choice are at the core of his work as an administrator. He holds a doctorate degree in educational leadership from the University of Hartford, and Dr. Charles previously worked as Director of Student Support and TRIO programs in the Student Success and Engagement Division at Prince George's Community College. As Foothill College's Dean of Counseling, he brings more than 15 years of professional experience in student success and services at several higher education institutions to the campus. In his spare time, he enjoys outdoor activities, traveling, reading, and spending time with his family and friends. So without further ado, please welcome Dr. Roosevelt Charles.
To share words of inspiration and to provide closing remarks, please welcome the Dean of Counseling, Dr. Roosevelt Charles.
I share in this moment with your family and friends to say, congratulations, you've done it. I'm so proud of you. I know you've given so much of yourself to get to this point in your life. Your mind, body, emotions, faith, and of course, time, all have been tested, but you've managed through. Take it all in. You deserve it. You deserve to be celebrated. You deserve to be the center of attention. You deserve to be loved and cared for on this special day. Use the next few weeks and months, if possible, to reflect on your journey. Now, as you know, you can't stop at this point because there's too much work that remains. Our community, our state, our nation, this world needs your fullest contributions. So I charge you with giving back. I charge you with staying curious, keeping your knowledge, skills, and abilities fresh and relevant. But most of all, I charge you with breaking barriers. Yes, that's right, breaking barriers. Use that same fire that you've used in the past to start this next phase of your life. Remember, you are a change maker. It's in your DNA, so tap into what you already possess to face the future. I believe in you. Go boldly into the future and keep the fire burning. I'm so proud of you. So again, congratulations.
Thank you. Well, that's a wrap. We got a few more things to say, but that's a wrap. I mean, wow. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you everyone for attending. The production team is definitely having fun. And so if everyone can drop in the chats, thank you, Roy. Definitely none of this, all the technology and stuff, all the behind the scenes work wouldn't have been possible for us to share this this online digital space. I want to say thank you to you, Jimmy. Amazing co-MC. I appreciate you so much.
Likewise. Yes, just congrats to all the graduates. You did it, just as the keynote speaker would say, as the poet would say, as everyone would say. It's been a rough year, but just throughout this, just completing Umoja or even getting your degree, it's an accomplishment and it's not easy. So everyone should be super proud of themselves, and congrats, class of 2021. Y'all did that, period.
Definitely. All the change makers, and just a little wrap up of like all the different beautiful messages that have been shared. Some takeaways I would hope everyone can point out is the idea of belief, to don't stop dreaming, and change. We're talking about change makers. You got to believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and that you have no limitations, that, you know, you are the change that you seek. It's in you. You got to believe in yourself. And just like even on this digital space, you're not alone. There's so much out there to grow and unity to help you get there. You're never done learning. So we hope everyone enjoys their summer. See you guys next year. Whoever's going to be in the ceremony next year might be me. And we're going to go through to our credits.
Congrats.
Congratulations again to our Umoja scholars and the Foothill College Harambe class of 2021.